YouTube will get us in trouble. I went to get myself ready for the video and I left the tap running. Look at all this water. I have to reduce it. I'll store it as anyway, so I'm washing like this because I'm not using like a washing machine, not even using the bathtub as you know, as we're accustomed to do. I think generally Heya in our country, but I'm using these containers like buckets because in the area I'm living in, there's no sewage connection in the area, so we have what you call conservancy tanks, and so the water fills up in the conservancy tanks and then it has to be like taken out by the truck that takes sewage water and stuff. So it's quite expensive. It's like per load it's like $700 if not 900, and you find that in a month you have to like empty it twice. That's like the 700 is what, 1.4 per month. Like I mean, I'm not a fan of it. Like I really don't like doing it this way, but sometimes on a good day, on a good Saturday morning, you're really just in the mood, you know, just to do your laundry relaxed and in the shade. My laundry tends to pile up a lot before I actually get around to doing it. But anyways, yeah, let's get to it. I'm wearing a Christmas hat just for the fun of it. This is how I do my laundry. I have like this is like the first stage where I'm gonna put in some detergent. I'm gonna put in some grease. And then we have rinsing number 1, rinsing number 2, and then Star Soft. I can stay soft, but then it's actually fabric softener. But you know, in our country, any name that we first get hold of, it holds. Like that's it. You can't even change. If it's toothpaste, if the first brand that came to our country was Colgate, every other toothpaste is Colgate. The lotion that we use, if the first one was Dawn, we have this brand called Dawn. Every lotion you come across, it's Dawn. We call it Dawn. I think it's so fascinating. It's an interesting thing about Botswana. Okay, so let me teach you how to wash the African way, okay? So, and then there's this characteristic sound of, you know, when you're rubbing the clothes together, like it has to go like, I don't it has to make like, there are people who do this really well and they feel like they're not washing properly if the sound doesn't if it doesn't make that sound. It's really crazy. So I just make sure to rub against the clothes. Like I rub the cloth against itself because I guess that's how the dirt gets off. Except of course because the detergent helps with that, but yeah. So as long as it's rubbing, I'm okay with that. Even if it doesn't make the sound, I'm okay with that. So yeah, this is the African way, baby. Okay, then you bring it into the second bucket. Then on we go. Next item, one by one. Oh, I just love how this next tub of water is so clean and just, oh, look at that. Look at the color, it's so bright and just clean, you know. Oh, this is where I add the fabric softener, and it's kind of like my favorite because it smells so good. It smells so good. I love it. I'm gonna add these here. From there, we're going over there. So the thing with washing hair now, the African way, so there's this part where you have to like turn the clothes inside out, because apparently it helps to protect against dust and like against the sun, like the heat of the sun would maybe like bleach them or discolor them. No, discolor them. Because I used to wonder, like, all that trouble. Why go through all that trouble turning every piece of clothing inside out? Actually, that's like the least favorite part about doing this laundry, about doing laundry this way, the African way. Like, I have to like turn it out. Yeah. And it has to sit here for about 5 minutes maybe. You know, for my African friends, you all know our parents used to love doing this, right? Like clipping the pegs on their clothes. Let's just picture that. Yeah, like this. Tell me you know about this. So I'm gonna let this settle for about 5 minutes, and then while I do that, I'm going to put the other set of clothes, the next set of clothes inside. So it's really important to like check for like money and stuff. You know how nice it is to find money in the pockets when you're washing. And here there's this other thing as well. Like, you know when an item is brand new from the shop, you just don't want to mix with other clothes, but then after you've worn it for a while, you're like, this can just go and join the other clothes. But when it's new, you wash it separately. So we're here at the final stage, and the first thing you want to do is to clean your clothesline. Find like a piece of cloth, or I like to do it with my hands though. You know, you clean it out. You take 2. Our grandma said, our grandma say we should hang our clothes on the clothesline with all diligence, you know, like a woman, like a wife. So it has to be nice apparently. Isn't it refreshing? So good. The water looks like when you're all done. And the next pile, and then there. They're drying over there. I think they're dry, almost. Oh, it smells so good, so fresh. Nothing like doing laundry. So there's this thing about reading the labels of your clothes. And you know, I've had like times where people washed my clothes and then they didn't read the labels, and then they would hang something like this, which is supposed to be dried flat. They'd be like hanging it like, hanging, and it gets a bit, it gets damaged. I don't know what the English word for that is. Yeah, like the opposite of shrinking. So there's that. Like, how do you guys dry something that's supposed to be dried flat? Do you dry it like this, fold it up? That's how my mom taught me to do it. So yeah, there's that. I just wanted to talk about that. Oh my gosh, this has to be like my favorite piece of clothing, or one of my favorite pieces of clothing. My palazzo pants. Oh my gosh. And the color, it's so blue. Like, I love this kind of blue. It's so pretty. And you know, I love comfort, so I actually don't like jeans because they're so itchy. But I love loose pants like this. Yeah. Oh, and then there's this. I forgot about this. Yeah, there's a. Woo! I really don't like doing that because it splashes water all over you. What elders like doing it? It's just so that you can straighten the thing out, so that it's not so wrinkled when you take it off from the clothesline. But hey, I don't like doing it. Hey, the sun. I'm really sorry. It's so bright outside. Yeah, we've been blessed with a lot of sun in Africa, so that's why even getting a dryer is not necessary, because really the sun does all the work. This color, see how nice, blue, 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 and blue. Piece of art. I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, you know, you'll be probably wearing something that has sleeves, and then you want them to be rolled up so that it doesn't disturb you as you're washing and you don't get wet and stuff. And then because I'll be like wet, right? I'll be wet, and then she'll be like, roll me up. Yeah, they're like up, further up. Yeah, keep going, keep going. I won't push her. Hey, that's right. Oh man, Africa is nice, guys. Yo, you should come here. This is where the magic's at. Yeah, and then pull it up. The last set of clothes to get softened by the fabric softener. I'm gonna start pouring out this water. So remember I said we're trying to save the septic tank, or rather the conservancy tank, from filling up. You just pour it out onto the ground like that. You'll see. Tu vois. Vous voulez. And then normally you ask somebody to help you pour it out, pour the water out. But then I don't like to bother people. I like to do things by myself. So I just like take bucketfuls of the water until it's manageable for me to like carry myself. And we are done. That moment when you can collect everything that you've been using to go put it away, and you look so proudly on your laundry, all washed up and ready to dry. This calls for happiness. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, down with my laundry. Yeah, don't let it pile. But I'll do it again, probably. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me down below what you think about the video and whether you can relate to it, especially if you're African. Let me know if there are any hacks I can use for when my laundry does pile. Until I see you again next time, goodbye.